Hey guys, so this is the video to follow up with the Instagram post for the athlete that had the supraspinatus strain. We're going to go over the exercises that we did with him that day and just review those with you. So the first one that we did, we used a kettlebell. This is 10 pounds. We had him get into a bottoms up position and making sure that he used a firm grip into the neck of the kettlebell the whole time. And then his goal was basically just to follow my arm as I moved it around. So we had him go in a front rack position here, and I would make him follow me out till we got the shoulder at 90, elbow at 90, then he would rotate out, always making sure that he had the shoulder in a packed position. And obviously we reviewed that with him before we had him do this exercise, and I would just have him again kind of like follow my hand where I wanted him to take the arm, always making sure that he had a good solid grip into the kettlebell, and he would just move it around like so, always making sure that he had good tension, good grip into the kettlebell. And if there was pain at any time, we just stopped the exercise, moved on to the next one. That was the first one that we did. Second one, we used an Indian club. Just started using these with some of my shoulder patients. Definitely not for everybody, but if the patient can tolerate it and it's not increasing their symptoms or causing more pain, then I'm definitely for it. So what we did with this one, we had him again start out. He would follow my hand, but then we would try to take him all the way out to the side. And what he would do is make sure he's still squeezing in. He would rotate the club down, then try to rotate it back up. Again, this isn't for everybody with a strain in the rotator cuff to begin with, but again, he could tolerate it. It wasn't causing pain. He was still able to maintain a good position of his shoulder. And then we would bring it back. So when we prescribe these, it's all to patient tolerance. So instead of saying, I'd like you to do 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, it's basically to tolerance. And if they have pain at any time, I always just shut them down and move on to the next exercise and really just work on building up that capacity. So sometimes when we give patients sets and reps, they try to follow it to a T, and sometimes that can make their pain worse or can sometimes increase their symptoms. So I usually just say it's more about the quality, not the quantity, and have them really listen to what their body's telling them in that moment and with that exercise. The third one that we did is a DNS exercise. It's a 3-month prone position. We did that because we found during the exam as well, he had a lot of weakness in the deep neck flexors. And even when we were assessing him going into extension of the cervical spine and then retesting the strength of the shoulder, we actually found that the strength improved with doing that. So we're going to go over the 3-month position that we did with him for that exercise. So if you're not familiar with the DNS 3-month position, you're just going to get down onto your stomach. Arms are going to be out. Position here is key. So for him, we had the crease of the elbow cutting the middle of the ear, and then the wrist is going to be in line with the tops of your shoulders. So we had him come down. We had him try to feel like through the joint in the top of the shoulder here, he externally rotated to pull his shoulders back, and it's just trying to shove him back into his back pocket. And as he did that, then we got him to bring himself up. So he's pushing his chest away from the floor. He's always feeling like he's trying to elongate his head towards the wall out in front of him, and he's tucking his chin in while he's doing that. With the arms and with the shoulder, he's pushing stability down through the humerus here into the elbow. So his tension is pushing out in both directions. Again, he's trying to maintain that pressure away from the floor. And the whole time he's just holding this position here. Didn't work on breathing with him just yet, but this is the exercise that we had him do. And then we also had him work on maintaining that chin tuck, that head elongation, and then try to extend the head up as well. So those were the 3 exercises. Hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions, obviously feel free to message me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Take care.